in the speech, it's there in the annexure, certainly said in the speech that she has reduced customs duty on motor vehicles, passenger cars, goods transport vehicles, motorcycles, even bicycles, and even toys. These were tucked away in an annexure, which she did not read and most people do not read. On passenger cars, the reduction is from 125% to 70%. On motorcycles, the famous Harley-Davidson, 100% to 70%. On bicycles, the reduction is from 35 to 20. On toys, the reduction is from 70 to 20. Is this a genuine change of heart? Is it a genuine change of policy? I don't believe so. I think this is the effect of Mr. Donald Trump. The Trump effect has forced the government to reduce these duties. Finally, sir, I want to speak about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is tariffs. And there's a lot of discussion on tariffs. President Trump has made it clear that he will launch a tariff war on April 2. He's made it clear to no less than the Honorable Prime Minister. When Mr. Modi protested, he said, I don't care, I will impose tariffs on India. If he presses tariffs on India on April 2, what is the government's response? What is India's response? There has been no statement of policy, no discussion in Parliament, no consultation with opposition parties. The government is holding its cards close to its chest, if it has any cards at all. Contrast the openness of the Prime Minister of Canada. The Prime Minister of Canada, Mark Carney, his approach is a mark of democracy, transparency. Now, the Honorable Finance Minister announced some tariff reductions on February 1 in the budget. Obviously, Mr. Trump is not satisfied. The digital service tax of 6% was withdrawn on Tuesday. Newspaper reports say that more tariff concessions are under discussion. In his interview to the podcaster, the Prime Minister lavished fulsome praise on Mr. Modi. Now, first they tried concessions on February 1. Mr. Trump was not satisfied. They tried flattery. He doesn't seem to be satisfied. If concessions and flattery have failed, and if tariffs are going to be imposed on our exports on April 2, I want to know, what is the government's response? A tariff war will be in breach of the WTO, multilateral and bilateral trade agreements, and international conventions. It will wreck the world economy. It will ruin the economies of developing countries. A tariff war will lead to a trade war. The whole world will be hurt. Let me caution the government. If a tariff war and a trade war is unleashed, I'm finishing in 10 seconds. If a tariff war and a trade war is unleashed, it will lead to depressed exports, lower FDI, higher inflation, and currency depreciation. The RBI bulletin for March 25, I don't want to read it, warns us of the effect of a trade war. The Ministry of Finance's own report released yesterday has the same warning. And the Ministry of Finance finally says, after repeating the warnings, if the private sector were to invest in the economy, it will overpower the risks. They've been saying that for the last 3 years, but the private sector does not seem to share the confidence of the government in the economy. The private sector is not investing. I am saying there are sane voices in the world. Canada, Britain, France, Germany, European Union, Japan. India must stand with the sane voices, and do everything collective action to prevent a tariff war and a trade war. And I expect answers to these very important questions in the Honorable Finance Minister's reply.
Thank you.